Boy, Ty Green right in his face, still buried the shot. Nice looking shot.
Yeah, Green with a floater from behind, out high. Rogers 3. To Craig.
Good look. Good look.
Go to work. Babatunde down low, left hand shot.
Nice.
Good.
We looked dead-legged. Looked like we weren't quite ready, really there. We did the same amount of preparation that we did leading up to the other games. We just didn't perform very well. We didn't guard the arc particularly well. We did a much better job in the second half. In the first half, we did not do a good job. I don't think we were particularly good defensively. They're hard to play against. They got all these funky lineups. They're at the end of the game and want to get Ricardo in because they couldn't guard him on the block, but then he had a hard time matching up. So it was a constant struggle with matchups, constant struggle. And we pretty much got what we deserved. I don't think we deserved to win the game, and we didn't win it. Well, when the ball got below us, we talked about it. And when you're working, when you got one day in between, you don't do a lot of reps. What we did, we definitely talked about if I'm guarding you in the ball and you're a shooter and the ball goes below me to the basket, I don't turn. I stay focused on you. And there's two guys in particular that we were supposed to do that with, and those two guys were 5 for 8 from the arc. So we made mistakes like that. We fouled them a few times there at the end, and they're a good foul shooting team. And what's his name? Chad Jackson was shooting about 55%, I think. He was 7 for 10. So, they did the things they had to do to win. Well, they got to the rim. I don't know how many back cuts passes they got. It didn't seem like there was a lot of that, but they did get to the basket a good bit for dump-offs, if that's what you're referring to. I don't know that we got beat on a point-to-wing backdoor play much, but we did get beat on dump-offs. And once again, there was times when, like Faulkner, number one, he's going to pass the ball 90% of the time. He only took 4 shots. I think I've talked about this before, North Florida game. It's hard to not help. There are several guys that only score when they're going to the basket on a cut. Jackson did that. He shot all layups. I know he made a post feed one time, and Jod turned his head and he streaked to the basket. We talked about have to guard those guys. It's a very unorthodox way of playing this team, and their coach has done an exceptionally good job, I think, with this team. We spent it was like a football time of possession game is what it was, and we got a little anxious at times. You saw some of the decisions we made offensively that weren't good, trying to make a 6-point basket and that kind of thing. We just we didn't react particularly well, and I think that happens a lot when you show up to play and you're not really ready to compete. We got, it's not like our kids quit or anything, but we just didn't have the edge right from the beginning. And then when we turned the ball over, they were, I thought we had our body language. There was disappointment. We didn't react quickly in transition. They hit a few shots, or they hit you quick when you made a mistake. And so none of those things we handled well. We handled them like a team that loses a game like that handles them. I just look at a game like that, again, whether they're fatigued, 5 and 10, whether they're mentally or physically fatigued, you don't have that edge, that little chip on your shoulder when you show up to compete. You're going to get beat in pretty much any league you play in. League games are always much tougher, more hard-fought, better scouted, all those kinds of things, and we just didn't respond very well at all to it. And I said, now we're getting ready to tackle a really tough road trip, so we better support each other. We better be on the floor, off the court. you know, the only people that can do that are the people in this room. So you have to talk in those terms about the rallying of the troops, I think.